Back again, sky painting number 2. The last one I did of the sky over a lake, but I made the sky the main point of the landscape or skyscape. I'm going to do another one. I'm trying to get some good enough so I can put in a show at a local gallery, and the stipulation for this exhibition is 70% sky. So I've got to invent some nice skies. Now, about 2 hours ago, or an hour and a half ago, I used ultramarine and burnt umber. It's a good grey, but you really need the board much flatter, about 30 degrees rather than the 85 degrees I've got here, for demonstrating purposes. The paint does separate. I'm going to try using black and burnt sienna. Roland Hilder used to use it to great effect in his lovely watercolours. So I'm going to go back to the red and black, but I want a dramatic sky. I don't like blue skies, plain blue skies. So I'm going to wet the paper. This is Fabriano, 130 pounds, 15 by 11 inches, that is 38 centimetres by 28 centimetres. And the palette is lemon yellow, raw sienna, alizarin crimson, light red, ultramarine, burnt umber, Payne's grey, and my favourite colour, burnt sienna. Right, okay, but whoops, picked up a bit of dirt. It's off the board. No matter. Right, I'm going to put a bit of warm in the sky, bit of raw sienna. There's my palette. There's enough water on the palette really. So let's just get, because I'm not going to do a lake scene. I'm going to try and do something like Dartmoor. Just make up just a basis for the sky. Now, I don't want to particularly want to the light centralised. I want it behind the clouds. So I'm using the ultramarine and light red. So let's just get. I'll keep it in the central, but not breaking through the whole painting. No, this hake is separating quite a lot again. So nice thick paint. So I've just moved the lights, or at least I've superimposed some clouds around it, so we can just come down with our it's quite low with that now because some heavier clouded here. As they go into the distance, it gets smaller. Right, let's see what happens to that. I'm going to come down fairly low because of the 70%, approximate anyway. Bit of raw sienna down the bottom there, I think. I'll brush clean. Warm up the horizon a bit. Okay, let's see what happens to that. Yesterday, what I did, I had to go over the sky when it was dry because it dried lighter than I'd hoped, so this might do the same. It's because the whole thing is moving downwards with gravity, so it's never going to be easy. So I can only go up as about as high as there with this landscape, so I'm going to be very quick with this. I'm going to do a bit of a dry. Hold your ears. Right, so nice bluey green on the horizon, not dirty bluey green. Okay, so we just go about there, just these hills, just vary the colours. Catching the light, bit of yellow, a bit of sienna. I'll put some trees on this. That's about as high as I want to go. Dartmoor's a lovely national park. It's beautiful with all the tors, which are the rocks, granite rocks that just stick up above the horizon. I don't know if I can paint them, but they come into some shadow here. I'll put trees and things on that just to make it interesting, or try to make it interesting. Shadow. There's just a support for the landscape. I mean, for the sky. Nothing more. And you get lots of this sort of effect with all the farms that are on it. I'm going off in the distance. Just lots of fields. Clip it and keep it flat. So we'll edge out a little bit of a wall. You get lots of stone walls and on here. It's going down the hill there. Dry stone. Some outcrops. These are the tours. They're not, I'm not copying anything, this is just made up from sort of memory. Just great big rocks piled on rocks. How they got there, whether it was natural, who knows. Right, okay, let's do some detailing in there with some nice trees. That's good dark. Now, I'm not using any Payne's grey. Don't like Payne's grey. There's just these little bits of dark tree. Just the side of that wall. Just using a dry brush here, dry hay with thick paint. Just flick out a few little bits of stuff like that. And then we'll do some more over here. Could be really dark. Burnt sienna and ultramarine. Okay, now we'll do some bluer ones. Just round about here, just there's not a lot of trees on Dartmoor. Oh, well, you can just imagine some. So that's very faint. The idea is to try to give an impression of something going on there. Breaking the skyline there a little bit. Okay. Just put a little bit here. Just very loosely, gently put in, but not too obvious. Just a suggestion of there being lots of little field farms and okay, that'll do. That's all I really want to do. I'll put a bit of a bigger tree in here, I think. More burnt sienna than ultramarine. Oh, I've got to have my rocks. No one. Warm. Sort of shadowy in here. Okay, well that is about it. No focal point on that. I don't really think the sky matches the landscape. It's sort of separated a little bit. That's dry. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put a bit of a drier cloud, lighter further down. Just trying to connect. Right, I don't think that's improved it, but you never know with these things. When you put them in a mount and a decent frame, that adds 50% to them. So let's just do some birds. In the light. I could put a little bit of a path in there. Let's just dry it. Hold your ears. It's didn't occur to me at the time, so put a path like a track in leading into the picture. So let's do here. Okay, clean it a little bit more. And we seem to have a little figure that sort of arrived in there. but I'm going to cover him up. I'm going to paint him dark, just red and blue. Oh, we're just coming down the track here. Let's put a little bit of that one from my needs to be just a bit bigger. Right, okay, I'll put a little signature on there and put it in the mount. A bit muddy, I think it's probably not good enough, but we get better. The more we practice, the more we learn, the easier it becomes. Right, that's too bad. I think the figures are quite reasonable. Just touching on that, and two of this. Okay, so going into the picture. So that's my impression of cloud over Dartmoor. Let's just zoom in. I'll bring the camera around a little bit to there. So there's my sky, and that's my background. Alright, that's the horizon, and that is the rough terrain. I've indicated these little walls with the card. Little figures there walking into the picture, give scale to everything, and just invented some stone walls in the distance, bit of tree, but mostly it's open plain, and very, very lovely. Okay, so let's just, thanks for watching, bye bye.